Hi everybody. So this is an anchor chart, and today we are going to use this anchor chart to help us learn another strategy to figure out the main idea when we are reading. So this particular strategy is most helpful when reading something a little bit longer, like a chapter book, but it is always good for us to use. So you know how I said a couple weeks ago, I've probably said it a couple times though, that good readers ask questions before, during, and after their reading. Well, this has a lot to do with that. So as you're reading, it's super important to wonder things and to question things. So when we do that, the first thing we should do is jot down your wonderings or your questions. So here the word wonderings means your questions. So it's important to jot them down just in case you don't remember. You might have had a really great question, and then by the time you get to a good stopping point, you might be like, oh my gosh, I forgot my question. I should have written it down. So that's why in this strategy, step 1 is to jot down your wonderings or your questions. So after you do that, it's important to study those questions and look at all of them together and think, is there a pattern in these questions? And do they connect? Are they kind of similar? And that will help you answer what the text is mostly about. So then, number 3, the third step in this process or this strategy is to answer your questions. And you can find these answers sometimes within the text, and sometimes you can just find them by coming up with your own ideas. The answer might not be specifically right there in the text, but that's where our mind comes in, and we can come up with our own answers, and we can all be creative with it. Number 4, the final step in this strategy, is to reflect on your ideas. So when you reflect on all of your ideas all together, not just one of them, but when you reflect on all of them, it can really help you narrow it down and figure out what's the main idea. So let's practice.